and welcome to this Excel tutorial on the Consolidate function. In this video, we're going to learn how to use Excel's Consolidate feature to consolidate your worksheets located in the same workbook or different workbooks into one single worksheet. Now let me show you the data which I have here. I have the sales of these items listed here in all the quarters for the year 2017. And for the same set of items, I have the sales for the year 2018. Okay, so now what I have to do is I want a consolidated sheet where I can get the sum of the sales in all quarters for both 2017 and 2018. This can be done using a simple 3D sum. Let me just show you how to perform a simple 3D sum. All you have to do is just place your cursor in this cell or any other cell with the data required, type equals sum, open parenthesis, semicolon. Now go to the first sheet where you have the sales units. Let me select the first sales unit, which is in cell B2, the quarter 1 sales of the first item. Just select it, and then we want the sales quantity for the same item in the quarter 1 of the next year. For that, all you have to do is press Shift and then select this tab. The moment you've selected it, it's taken the data from that cell also. You can even see that it shows as a group. And now you close the parentheses and hit Enter. And the moment you hit Enter, the sum automatically reflects here. You can even give it a check. 1021 came from 1000 here and 21 here. So for all the 4 quarters, what you can do is you can just drag it for the 4 quarters and then also at the bottom. Okay. So we'll just delete the extra formulas that have come because of dragging. Now if you see, you've got all the values of 2017 and 2018 added together. You can also copy and paste the headers here for the items. Okay, so this is how you do what it's called a 3D sum here. Okay. The disadvantage here is that, for example, say I have this particular set of data, say sales data in a different part of the sheet. All right, and now what we have here is that the data has moved to a different column, which does not match with this column. So when you get back to your 3D sum sheet, you can see that only the data which is here is reflecting here. Basically, the sum is linked to those cells, not the data. So if you move the data, the sum will change inadvertently. Now there is a function called Consolidate that can help with this particular difficulty which we are facing here. All right, so let me now go to a fresh sheet and show you how to consolidate even when you have the numbers in a different range in the sheet. So what you have to do is go to the Data tab, and under Data Tools you have the Consolidate function. So we click it, and once we click it, it'll ask for your preferred function. Sum, count, average, and so on. Right now we want the sum, so select the sum function, and then reference. Reference will be your data range. So let me go to the first data range and select all the data. Okay, once you select it, what you have to do is you have to add it. Add it, and what will be the next step? The next step is I will have to select the second range. Okay, so click on the Selection tool, and now I'm going to select this entire data range, which is from the columns H to L. Select them and then click Add. Now you can see both of the ranges have come into this References tab, which is added here. And now you can select the Use Labels option because I've selected the top row and left column as header. So I'll tell it that I have the labels in the top row and left column, and then click OK. The moment you click OK, you have the numbers that are added here. OK, like 1021 is 1021 and so on. So this is going to work even if your cell range is different from the other sheet. Now you might ask the question, what if I change the data here? Shouldn't it reflect here in the consolidated sheet? It will not reflect here. Why? Because we have not created a link to the consolidated sheet. For that, what we have to do is we have to create a link to the sheets where you take the input from, so that whenever there's a change in the data sheet, it should reflect here. I'll go ahead and show you in this tab. The same procedure, click the Consolidate function, go to Add Reference, and just repeat what you did for the previous Consolidate function. Also, I'm going to select the next range. Select it, and then click Add, and top row, left row, I have headers, and there's one more option here, Create Links to Source Data. So the moment I click here, whatever change is going to apply there is also going to be reflecting here. And we click OK, and now you can see the changes. Let me now make this number 1000 again, and I'll check whether my consolidated data is linked to this. So 2000, 1000 here, and plus 1000 here equals to 2000. So now you have successfully linked the data in this way. And towards your left you can see these plus boxes. What do those mean? Just click on it to expand, and you'll see from where it has taken the values and from which workbook. So for example, the first item, this workbook is called Sample. Okay, and that's the name of the book. So all these items it has taken for the first range. Similarly, the second sheet's numbers are reflecting here. And both put together gives you a consolidated sum. So using this, you can also track from which book the value has come. There's also one more advantage of the consolidated linking, where I can even take the range from a different workbook altogether. Let me show you that as well. Again, you have to follow the same procedure, Data, Consolidate. Okay, again, you'll select the references. All right, and the first reference, Add, and then go to the second sheet, second reference, Add. Now I'm going to select a third reference from a different workbook altogether. For that, we do the same thing. Go to this third sheet. This is an entirely new workbook I've created called Book 1. Again, we select the range. And once you select the range, it'll show you the sheet name because this is a different workbook. So the workbook's name, the sheet name, and the range, click Add. Now you've added 2 datasets from the same workbook and one from a different workbook. Now check Use Labels, create links, and then click OK. The moment you click OK, go to your sheet and then find it. Now the numbers are 1000 here, 1000 here, and in the new book we also have 1000. So in our consolidated link sheet, you can see it's reflecting as 3000 here. You can also click the plus and check that it's taken both the previous values from the same Excel workbook, whereas one other set of values come from an entirely different workbook, which is Book 1 here. Okay, since we've linked the sheet, let me change the values and show you I'm going to make this value in the other book's sheet 0. As you enter, get back to your previous sheet, and you can see it's reflecting here. And now 3,000 has become 2,000 because we've made one of the cells here 0. And this is how you work with the consolidate function, which will be very useful when you have similar kinds of data in different sheets or different workbooks. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.